Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audiocast from Kotak Securities. I'm your host and guide, Anindya Bannerjee. Geopolitics continue to drive financial markets. And it's still not over yet. Kyunki geopolitics ka direct impact is coming on commodity prices, especially oil and gas. And jiske wajah se, Indian rupee, all currencies, equity markets, bond markets, credit markets, everything is responding. Oil prices touched the highest level since 2011. Aaj it came close to $140 the morning high. Abhi 128-29 के आसपास trade कर रहा है Brent. Significant jump because of a couple of reasons. There are reports that US is talking to the European allies to sanction Russian oil and gas. That's going to be a huge step, and already there are reports that Russia may have stopped the flow of gas to Europe through certain pipelines. तो जिसका direct impact तो आज oil and gas पे आना ही था, and these prices are going to shoot. And just not oil and gas, it will have direct impact on commodities across, because जब energy prices rise in this manner globally, the cost of production of every industrial commodity increases, and in a tight market they also respond by moving up very fast. So this situation is very inflationary, which means that the central banks will be forced to tighten their monetary policy. For example, US Fed, क्योंकि Friday को जो US का jobs report था, it was very strong. Unemployment rate declined, getting close to the pandemic lows, pre-pandemic lows. And jobs growth was close to 7 lakhs for the month of Feb. So it's a very strong report overall. So US Fed is going to be, it has no reason to basically not being overly hawkish. So that creates another danger, because ek taraf there are talks of a certain amount of dollar shortage in the system because of this disruption to the flow of Russian capital in the market. Second, oil prices are shooting up. Third, there is a negative impact in equity markets. ये तीनों को अगर हम लोग एक साथ ले तो then it creates a triple whammy for the Indian rupee. और आज the offshore market is indicating that the dollar rupee may open very close to the all-time high. क्योंकि spot में the all-time high in 2020 was near 76.92, 93. तो offshore is indicating open close to 76.80, just 12-13 paisa shy of the all-time high. Yes, Aaj there are reports of intervention from Asian central banks like the South Korean central bank, and we know from the data that RBI has been very active over the past few months, and especially over the last couple of weeks. So it's widely expected, at least we expect quite highly, that Aaj RBI will be quite aggressive in their intervention, both through spot and forwards, and even could be through futures, to keep the volatility as low as possible. So ये situation में where you have a natural tendency of the dollar rupee to move up, and especially जब ये in case dollar rupee crosses 77 on the spot, which will be a new all-time high. अगर वो होता है, there will be a lot of panic buying in the market, especially from the carry traders. There can be this force which can hit the market. So वो situation में the dollar can flare up, right? But RBI may intervene very aggressively. So we have to be with the trend which is upward, but we have to be also smart to use the right instrument to absorb this two-way volatility अगर RBI के aggressively intervene किया. So the instrument of choice remains options, long options, and that is something we have been advocating since end of Feb, that focus on call spreads or buying out of money calls. Because not just prices will move up, VIX will also move up. So which will benefit your long options rather than futures, because futures may, in this two-way volatility, your stops can get hit. And short options is also not advisable, because in a high VIX environment, your decay in the option price will be slower, and you run an unlimited risk for a limited gain. That doesn't make sense in such a high volatile times. So instead of short options or using futures, better to be long options, and especially option spreads like call spreads in the direction of the uptrend. levels as we said 77 के आसपास एक that's just above the all time high, psychologically important on spot. अगर उसके ऊपर क्रॉस हो गया तो you are looking at a completely open sky. That doesn't mean it can go to any level. As I said, RBI intervention will be quite aggressive, but technically then there are no resistance which we can say above 77. So 77 on spot ke upar, then we will talking about psychological levels, or we can deduce certain levels mathematically, but then those resistance levels have no meaning because people have not traded those. So above 77 the next psychological level comes 77.5, because every 50 paisa एक psychological level बनता है, but those are only mathematical levels or psychological levels. They don't have much strength. So beyond 77 it's like a blue sky for dollar rupee. Support will be 76.5 on spot, or futures is 20 paisa above spot, so 76.70 के आसपास on the March futures, and then it will be closer to 76.20 on the spot and 76.40 on the futures. So buy on dips is the trade through call spreads or out of money call options. Cross currency में yen INR will be the currency to keep a focus on apart from dollar rupee. Crosses may keep an eye on yen INR, because as the risk aversion intensifies, yen INR can continue to appreciate. So you can look at doing intraday long trades in yen INR. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Bannerjee signing off. Have a fantastic day ahead.